Okay, so I wanted to give us another video where we talk about how to make a stem and leaf plot, how to find the 5-number summary, and how to create a box and whisker plot, just to get us some more practice with it. So the first thing we want to start with is making our stem and leaf. So that helps us to sort our data and get it to look more organized. So most of our numbers here either start with a 6 or 7. I think the lowest we have is a 6. So our stems are going to start with a 6. We also have a 7, an 8. We don't have any 9s, but I'll write it up there anyway. And then we have a 100, so we'd start with a 10. And the leaves on those, well, I have 160. I have 2 61s. I have a 62, a 63, a 64, and 3 65s. And a 68 and a 67. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do there is just get all of your leaves for that stem, and then you go on to the next one. So we have a 70, we have 2 71s, a 72, a 73, a 74, 77, and 2 78s. Alright, we have an 82, we don't have any 90s, and we have 100. So our stem and leaf would look like this. That's a nice way to organize your data. The next thing you might want to do is try to find your 5-number summary. So your min, your Q1, your median, your Q3, and your max. So your min is pretty obvious, it's 60, it's the smallest number on here, and your max is 100. So then the next thing you probably want to find is your median. So where's it exactly in the middle? So you just start counting from both sides. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. So it looks like our median is going to be halfway between 70 and 68, which would be, if you average those two numbers, you should get 69. Alright, and then defined, so note that your median wasn't 68 or 70, it was halfway between them. So you don't count those when you go to find, or you do count those when you go to find your Q1. So to find your Q1, you're looking for the halfway point between your first number and where your median fell. So kind of like we did, we're going to count from both sides. I'll do it in a different color. So 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. So my Q1 would be at 64. And then same thing over here. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. I get my Q3 to be at 74. So once you get your 5-number summary, it's pretty easy to go ahead and put together a box or a box and whisker. So what you want to do there is just make yourself a little a y-axis, I guess you could call it. You're not really going to label it because the y values aren't important. What matters is the x values here. So notice our smallest number is at 60, so we'll start marking at 60, and we'll go up by, let's go up by 5s. So 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So your minimum is 60. We denote that with a point. Your maximum is also a point at 100. Then we do lines for the other 3. So we'd have a line at 64, a vertical line. We'd have a line at 69, and we'd have a line at 74. Alright. Then we connect ourselves, make ourselves a little box, and then draw in your whiskers. So notice that what this Q1 and Q3 represent is the 25th percentile and the 75th percentile. So where's the inner 50% of your data, or the most important, the meat of your data? And most of it falls in this range from 64 to 74. Most of the numbers were in the 60s or 70s. Notice that your whisker on the right side is much, much longer than the whisker on the left side. So why do you think that is? Give me a second to think about it before I spoil the fun. So if you said there's an outlier, you were correct. This thing here at 100 is way far apart from the rest of your data, and it's actually it's why your whisker is so long on this side. Sometimes having one side that's much longer than the other could also denote that your data is skewed. In this case, it would be skewed right if it were skewed, but we can clearly see that looking at the data itself, it's not because it's skewed that it's like this, it's because we have that outlier there. So that's a little bit of a preview into stem and leaf, your 5-number summary, and box plots. I may do another video. I don't know if I really feel like it or not. If you need to see some more examples, just let me know. Of course, I'm always willing to help. So hopefully this is beneficial. Let me know if you need anything.